afternoon. Great. And so if you'll just kindly mute your line until there's a time for more of a Q&A, that would help keep the lines clear. And this call is being recorded, as John said, so that anyone who happens to miss today will be able to catch up. So let's get started. I'm very excited about the group that we have today. I think just looking at the agenda, we've got over 20 participants across all of our markets. These are sales leaders and sellers that are excited to learn exactly how to use the Pulse sales tools to drive business for their clients, make more sales, make better sales, longer sales that stick, drive results, and that's what we're going to see today. So I just want to remind everyone about the Pulse reawakening that we're going through. Pulse is the tip of the spear on every single outgoing sales call for us. That's when we're talking to a prospect about an ad program. That's when we're talking to a client we work with today about an ad program. This is the tip of the spear, and on the backside of that spear, the weight of it is your local solutions and Amplified Digital, your newspaper, and your local website. So I want to just remind and encourage all of you that Pulse is something that we look at every single morning as we boot up our computers and we plan and prepare who we're going to talk to today. We start with a Pulse flyer or a teaser. And, you know, one of the things that we've talked about is when we did the Pulse survey, we asked the questions that our businesses would want to know. Actually, scratch that. We asked the questions that our businesses need to know during this COVID pandemic. The answers are in Pulse, and you're going to see that today. So, John, we're excited. Thank you for doing this, and we're ready to start learning how to use the Pulse sales tools right away.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. On behalf of the Pulse Research Team, I want to welcome you this afternoon. And the purpose of the get-together today is more of a hands-on, how to use the tools. We did a training last Thursday that was more of the big picture and had more of the specific objectives and the goals of the reawakening. And I promise to get together today, especially those of you who are new to the Pulse program, to go over the actual ability to engage with the business, get them excited. And I just want to repeat before we go into the tools, this is a unique opportunity for each one of you because the businesses in Glens Falls and Carbondale, you know, Madison, you know, Wisconsin area, every single one of them, they look to you for help and assistance. And as Ben just said, we ask the questions that they not only would ask themselves, but they desperately need the information today. Why? Because things keep changing. And so you have a unique resource, information for the businesses. And just to reaffirm, all Pulse did was ask of your audiences what their purchasing plans are over the next 3 months. And we did it for over 200 business categories. And I want to repeat one thing that I said last Thursday, and this is probably the most important thing that I learned, you know, in over 2,200 four-legged sales calls, and that's to make sure they understand it's their research. If you go in and say, hi, my local Lee newspaper here, Wisconsin State Journal, has this survey information. No, because they will think it's your survey. Do not talk about it being your research. You did the survey. Even though you did, and it's of your audience, we've got to make sure they understand it's their research. It's a real estate survey when you're talking to a realtor. And that's absolutely valid because we asked real estate questions in the overall survey. We asked what they would ask. You plan to list a home, buy a home, etc. We also ask furniture questions. So it's a furniture store survey, automotive insurance, etc. So please remember when you pick up the phone in the morning or you're out in the field and you're engaging with them live, make sure that immediately they understand it's their research. I'd like to talk about the real estate survey we did. That changes everything, okay? So what we're going to cover is your Pulse sales tool. Go over the prospecting program, how to use it, how to identify not just any old prospects, but hot closable prospects. then share with you how we've got a nice little tool resource to put together a call list, a prospect list to help you organize and manage your focus. Then we'll go over how to create literally in seconds a teaser or a flyer. We'll show you how to engage with the business, and that's important, engage with the business with their information so they realize how few customers they need to say yes to a consistent campaign, not selling one ad at a time, you know. And I know it's easy. I was an ad rep once. Well, let me test one ad. Let's make sure what's in their best interest, a consistent, repetitive campaign. So go over the closing tool, the reporting program, and also the Pulse certification. So without further ado, let's go live. And I set up an account for myself in Madison, but regardless of where you are, you know, in Carbondale or in Wisconsin, and by the way, I grew up in Janesville. I spent a lot of time in the summer in Lake Geneva. You know, I miss the area, beautiful lakes. And Glens Falls. So all of your programs have the same functionality. I happen to be accessing Madison. Okay, so quick overview. If you want to engage with a specific business right away, you can just type in the name of the business right here in this box. And then up will come the business, and it'll give you the options. What do you want to do? Do you want to create a teaser? Do you want to create a flyer? Do you want to create an account? So fast and easy. Just type in the name of the business here. Taking a look at the prospecting tools. We have multiple prospecting tools for you. They're right here. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, this is a really important tip. Go up here to Help, and then click on FAQ, okay? And one of the things I would highly recommend is put access to your Pulse program on your mobile phone. So if you have an iPhone, here are the directions. If you have an Android phone, here are the directions. Why is that beneficial? Because then you've always got Pulse right there with you to engage in real time with the businesses. So after our get together today, kindly go log into your program on your phone, pulseresearch.com, with your username and password. Click on Help, click on FAQ, and put the Pulse icon access right on your mobile device. Okay, so back, Mike. Okay, so the prospecting is broken out by hot prospects based upon, and this is pretty unique, based upon actual results. Then we have prospecting that's based on a geographic map, specifically of your area. And then we have a prospecting guide based upon business categories that have increased in shopping because of COVID. So let's take a look at the hot prospect ranked by business type. This is our most popular prospecting tool. So you click on it, and up will come over 200 business categories. And the default is they're organized by the actual close ratio, average sale, and the number sold by business category. How did Pulse get that? Well, I'm proud to say we have almost 6,000 ad reps across the country using the program. And every time each one of you create a presentation, like for a furniture store, the program automatically logs that you created a presentation for a furniture store. Then when you go back in, and we'll show you in a second, the reporting program live here, you put in what happened. Did they say yes? Did they say no? If they said yes, we track the close ratio. When you put in the sale amount, we track the average sale. And here's the best part. We track which business category has the most sold. And that's very, very special. That's the low-hanging fruit, because these are the business categories of ad reps just like yours and communities just like yours, the business categories that are saying yes. So when you click on sold rank, up will come the top 10, top 15, top 20 business categories. It's as simple and as fast as that. Before we click on and find ourselves some prospects, I want to show you the overall array of over 200 business categories. So I'm clicking here on category, and all of the 200 are organized right at your fingertips by the type. So you got apparel business, a shoe store, jewelry store, clothing store, automotive businesses like auto repair, tire store, auto body, and just continuing down the list here, beauty, child, community, education, farm, financial, general retail. You get the idea. So everything's right at your fingertips. You can go into a specific category. So let's say you're doing a home and garden section. No problem. You just go into, click on category, and look at this. You got all the home and garden categories right at your fingertips. You can also do a search right at the top to make it fast and easy for you. So let's just type in lumber, okay? So you type in lumber, and there you get building supply lumberyard. Going back to the prospecting tool, if I might, and clicking on sold rank, let me show you how fast and easy it is to create the first engagement tool, and that's the teaser. So let's click here on furniture store. So we just click on find. Let's find some hot prospects. Now the map will default to your specific primary zip code. If you want to change it, no problem. You just type in another zip code here, and the map will refresh for the business category you're searching for that zip code. Or you can put in a community name, you know, like Milton or Janesville, okay? Then on the left-hand rail is a list of the businesses. And then all you have to do is just click on create and click on teaser. You can also just click on the Google map icon and click on teaser. So that's your choice, okay? So let's click on teaser, and you have three teaser options. Now remember from our get-together on Thursday, the teaser is the big number. What's in it for them? And as Ben said, the tip of the spear. We start the conversation with benefit, opportunity for them. Remember, they're facing extreme, excruciating uncertainty. They want to know because they don't know what's out there for them. And so look at her furniture store. Madison reaches 22,049 local households who are going to shop at a furniture store in the next 3 months. That's music to their ears. They love that. So right at your fingertips, you've got the words to say, and can you paraphrase and use your own words, of course. But you've got the benefit for them, 22,149 that you reach. We're going to shop at a furniture store in the next 3 months. Would you like to know more about their plans? We also asked about living room furniture, bedroom furniture, dining room furniture. Would you like to get together tomorrow? Yeah, I'd love to. Why? Because they want to know more. And so you got the talking points on the phone. Then right here, you've got an example email that you can just copy and paste into your own email program. Can you tweak it? Put in your own language? Absolutely. So what to print, the wrap is probably the most popular. And by the way, one of the things I do a lot is I just highlight, cut, and paste the text from the print version and put it in an email. Why? Because it gives me the big number right in the email. It's kind of a tip that I use. But let's take a look at the teaser used in the field as a wrap around. Now, I'm sure you have sales collateral, 8.5 by 11 sales piece on the various solutions, the various products that you have. This is a great resource and a tool to print. And as you can see right here, you fold it in half and you wrap it around that sales collateral piece you're already taking out there. So no extra work. You're already going out there. You already have this information, but start the conversation with the tip of the spear. What's in it for the business? The big number, the 22,149 households that you reach, who in the next 3 months are going to shop at a furniture store. Then you can really get into the conversation. Would you like to know more? And they're going to say yes. just a quick little tip here. Where does the number come from? All Pulse does, and it's not rocket science. All we do is take from your survey the percentage who said yes, in this case, plan to shop at a furniture store, times the number of households you reach. And by the way, when we do print and digital, it's net, so we don't duplicate or overstate the shopping. So we only count a household once, even though they might have gone to your website and read the paper. And that's how we get the big number. So it's as simple as that. And so that's the teaser program. So it's 3 functions: say on the phone, email, or print. And by the way, it is extremely flexible. You click here at the top, and you can change the audience basis. And so it defaults to your largest audience, but you can click, as I did, up at the top, and you can select from your publications optional audiences. Or, even more flexibility, down at the bottom, you can type in the name of an audience. Maybe you've got a special section coming up or something that you just type in the name that audience, name that product, and then just put in how many households you reach with that particular product, okay? So as simple as that. So you select the audience, and it repopulates the teaser for that audience. So that's an overview of your teaser program. So let's click back here, and let's go back to our prospecting tool. In this case, let's select the prospecting tool for the COVID business guide. So it gives you, right at your fingertips, the top 25 suggested by Pulse. These are business categories that have had an increase in shopping because of the pandemic. As you'll notice, many of these are businesses that are home related. People are spending more time at home today. You know, so remodeling, heating, air conditioning. Boy, as hot as it's been, particularly in the upper Midwest there, and I understand New York's been pretty hot too. That heating and air conditioning, big deal. But below that is a list that Pulse has put together for you, organized by financial services, professional services, home goods, you know, et cetera. And so in this case, let's select another business category. Let's select tire store. So we click on tire store, okay? Up comes a list of businesses once again, but this time let's put them in a call list, okay? So we're gonna go over here on the left-hand side, and we're going to add some businesses to our call list. We're going to make a prospect list, and this is for you to help you organize. So we've selected tire stores as a category, our prospect. We've selected some businesses, and now we click up here on Call Planner. Each of you have your own call plan, and so as you're adding businesses to it, it makes it very, very easy for you to keep on top of and organize your follow-through, okay? So I put some businesses here, okay? And then all you have to do is just scroll over, and you see you can access literally in real time a teaser or a flyer. So I've created a prospect list. I have it on my desktop here. I just scroll over and I click on View Flyer, and I've got right in front of me there, oh, I should have said tire store. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, oops, what happened here? Tire, T-I-R-E, tire store. There we go. Must have been something with my internet. They were laughing at me the other day because I live in a very remote area and it's kind of limited internet service. But as you can see, from your prospect list, all you have to do is scroll over and just click. And as fast and as simple as that, you can create a flyer. And while we're here at the flyer, the talking points are to help your business plan during uncertain times. Pulse asked the questions you would ask. Look what we found out. There's 15,262 households that we reach, who in the next 3 months are going to shop at a tire store. And once again, it's just taking the percentage who said yes in the survey, 8.2%, which doesn't sound like a big deal, does it? a measly 8.2%, but times 186,000 households reached, that's 15,262. But the flyer goes to the next step of benefit and opportunity. It also has more detail because Paul's also asked about specific products and services for each business category. So for a tire store, we have not only tires, but we have alignments, wheels and rims, brake replacement, etc., tire mounting. And so it gives the business further value, further benefit. And so they might say, my gosh, look at brake replacement. Over 8,000 households stated on the survey they need brake replacement. I should be advertising brakes. And so it's a great tool and resource to accomplish a major benefit. And that's finding an idea, solution to help your local business target and get more business. So many times when I've shared a flyer with a business, they've done it. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was so much opportunity. I didn't know it was there. I should be advertising it. And so the flyer actually works by itself because the businesses immediately jump down to and start internalizing, looking at, realizing, becoming aware of the, oh my gosh, look at that. And they say, I should be advertising that. Another benefit of the flyer, let's assume that you're doing a Zoom meeting with a business, just like the Zoom meeting we're doing right here, so they can see your screen like you're seeing my screen. You can click on the editing pen here, or by the way, with the business in person on your smartphone. Remember, I asked and suggested you put the Pulse link right on your smartphone. So then with the business, you can just click. It takes you right into the research, and then you can add with them additional products and services that they might be interested in, like car wash. Oh my gosh, I need electrical repair. I want to see, what the opportunity is for electrical repair. Should I be advertising mufflers? Okay, what about shocks? You see, you get the idea? This is almost magical because the businesses realize this is their information and it's real time. And once you've clicked on some other areas with them, maybe tune up here, okay, air conditioning repair, that'd probably be pretty good for this time of year, right? You click on update, and look at that. You have created with them and for them a custom marketing opportunity report. If they were to do this on their own, do the research, it would cost them tens of thousands of dollars to be able to get this level of valuable, usable, actionable information. And so the flyer can be printed and taken out. You just click on the printing icon here, or you can even email the flyer. You just click on the email icon. And by the way, the Pulse presentations are just web pages, so they have an internet address. And you can just highlight, copy and paste, and send the access internet address for a particular flyer like this. It's really, really cool because that immediately grabs their attention. And so that's the flyer. We did it through, once again, one of the Pulse prospecting tools. We set up our call planner, and we just zoomed over some of the businesses and identified, i.e. clicked on the flyer. I wanted to go back for a moment to the call planner and show you some of the other benefits for you. I know you're juggling a lot of things at once. We build in here that you can, in real time, note your progress with a particular business. So Comstock Tire and Auto, you just click on Add Activity. What type of call was it? It was a in-person call. What was the purpose of the call? It was a cold call, new business, okay? And what did I present? I presented print and digital. What's my next action? Get a contract, okay? When? And you can put in, let's say on Friday, we're going to go back, and I don't want to forget, so I put it into one of my calendar programs. I can even add some notes, okay, so I don't forget something. And I just click on Log Activity, and now I have it right at my fingertips, right within my call planner. So I can always refer back to it, frankly, on any device, anytime. And it has also put it right into my Google Calendar. And so the call planner is for you to assist and help you. So moving on here, I know your time is quite precious. Let's go on and now let's create, the business says, well, that looks great. I should be advertising brakes. What do you have? And I've had that happen, including in a sales call in Madison, I think I shared with you last Thursday. When the realtor saw the number of listings, he said, what kind of programs do you have to reach them? Because a business, when they see the opportunity of your audience, they want to connect with them. The bottom line is they want to get their share of your audience opportunity, that product or service. So now let me share with you how to create a presentation. You can do it once again from the prospecting tool, or you can come up here to accounts, okay? And if you want to add a new account, all you have to do is click on New Account and just fill in the blanks. It's as simple as that. So let's go back to Comstock Tire and Auto. And this time...
Oh, it actually came from the ad agency.
Hello? So we click on the name, we click on Create Presentation, okay? And this time we're going to create what's called the one-page presentation. This is a presentation that includes two important things. One is an actual campaign, and number two is it shows them how few customers they need to pay for the campaign. And if you want, and we'll show you here in the setup, you can put in some specific objections or competitors. Like, well, I don't need to advertise with you guys because I use Facebook. I have an email program. You know, I have my own website, on and on. You've heard it all, okay? So let's click here on Comstock Tire. Okay, we'll put in again, it's a tire store, okay? Okay, now we select our audience. And so let's select here the Wisconsin State Journal, okay? And now you can select an ad package. And for many of you, we've already populated your program with ad packages to make it simple, fast, and easy for you. But you can also just come down here and enter a custom campaign. You can label the campaign. You put in the campaign amount. Let's put in $12,000, okay? You can put in the number of weeks. Let's say it's 52 weeks, okay? And I would suggest that you leave the customer value and the gross profit as suggested by Pulse. And I'll share with you the why of that in just a second, because we want their input. These are just placeholders, okay? Then the next step in the setup, and you're starting with literally a blank page. And now we want to add some products and services to our presentation. So we click on Products and Services. The Pulse program has some artificial intelligence built into it. It prompts you with products and services, in this case for a tire store, that other ad reps have selected for a tire store presentation. And so you select whatever you would like to select, okay? So we'll select a few here, okay? Can you find more? Absolutely. Just click on More, okay? Up will come a full list. You can also do a search. Maybe Comstock also sells hot tubs, so we just type in hot tub, okay? The benefit is you can search the whole research. It gives you the ability to include in your presentation whatever level of uniqueness you want. By the way, some of the times I put buy a new or used hot tub in a restaurant presentation. And by the way, the reason I've done that is, and let me, when the presentation pops up, I'll show you why. I put something extraneous into the presentation, such as hot tubs, okay? Now, if you want, And let's say this business before comes and says, well, I'm not going to advertise, print is dead, I use Facebook. Let's show them what they're missing. Fear of missing out is a huge, huge motivator. Nobody reaches everybody today. The marketing landscape is phenomenally fragmented. Print, radio, television, email, Facebook, on and on and on and on, right? Everybody has their audience, and everybody has households they miss. Let's show a business what they're missing if they don't also advertise with you. And so in your survey, we asked, which of the following have you or somebody in your household used? Like, have you used a business Facebook offer? Look at this, 92% said no, they have not. This is a business Facebook page. 82% said they've not responded to a local business email. We've also got, and this is very, very important, we have automotive sites. I've been out on a lot of four-legged sales calls with automotive dealers. Well, we've got our own dealer site. We don't need you, okay? We've got our Ford site. We don't need you. We got Auto Trader. Well, look at this. 39% of the households you reach, if they were to go and find a local car, 39% would go to any local dealer site, but 61% would not. We've also got real estate sites. Zillow's a big deal, but look at this. 31% of your audience would go to Zillow, but that means 69% of your audience would not go to Zillow. And that's what we've got to show them is what they're missing. So I'll just click on Zillow here. We've also got rental sites. We've got employment sites. We've got other media, such as billboards, etc., direct mail. And so it gives you the flexibility to put into your proposal to show the business what they're missing if they're using somebody else like Facebook and not also using you. Return on investment is very, very effective in a presentation to show them how few customers they need to pay for a campaign or get a good return on. And so we put in a $12,000 campaign. And so a 5-time return, 5 times 12 is $60,000. 10-time return is 10 times $12,000. Remember, it's a $12,000 campaign. It's $120,000. A 5-time return on their money is pretty darn good. The banks don't do that. So 5 times 12,000 campaign is 60,000. So you just type in some multiplier. By the way, it shows you right there 5 times. I would also select add readership to show them, because so many people think the print is dead, the extremely high ad readership. So the summary on the one page, this is the full presentation. It takes a little longer because you're building a custom presentation, including the campaign. This is the key part, the campaign, okay? You also can put in what they're missing. And this is very effective for those businesses who say, well, I don't need you. I use Facebook, okay? Or I use email, etc. You can also show them return on investment. So it's a presentation that includes the opportunity, but also includes the campaign and how few customers they need. So let's click on Save Campaign and take a quick look here. And so this is obviously the digital version. You can print it and take it out, but you can also, on your tablet or a phone or doing a Zoom webinar like this, engage with the business. So like I showed you before with the flyer, yes, you can edit the audience. Yes, you can edit and add more products and services. And I promised to share with you, why would I put hot tubs in? Why would I put hot tubs in a tire store presentation or, and I've done it many times, in a restaurant presentation? Here's why. The business immediately starts looking at this list and they go, why do you have hot tubs there? I don't have anything to do with hot tubs. And here's what I say to them. I put in hot tubs to remind myself to ask you, is there any product or service you're thinking about adding? Because we've got the research. We can help you make that decision to add or not add a new product or service. So that's why I add a unique product or service to the list, because it reminds me to ask them. I'm the consultant. Is there anything you're struggling thinking about to add to your business product or service mix? We've got the purchasing information to help you decide. And that is extremely beneficial and valuable. Okay? And so now here's the key to the one page. It shows them with the default, and that was $650 a customer, 50% gross profit. They only need 4, but that's a placeholder. Let's get the business engaged. So I'm out in the field with the person right now. I click on the editing pen, and up comes the break-even calculator. And here's what I say. Let's work together. Let's figure out, to your comfort, you're the boss, how many customers to pay for the campaign that you're comfortable with. And what do you mean by that? Well, if you need 500 customers to pay for the campaign, it's probably a little risky, right? But if you only need a handful, it's probably pretty comfortable. So let's do it together. Let's figure out how many customers you need at your customer value and your net customer value after you take out the cost of goods. Okay, great, they say. Okay, so what's your customer value? Remember, when you get their information, it's phenomenally powerful because it's them. And so they say, well, my average household new customer would spend $1,200, and it's over the next year. How much would a new customer spend at your business over the next 12 months, okay? And then you got to take out, obviously, the cost of the goods, the cost of the furniture, the cost of the supplies, et cetera. So what's your cost of goods? And they know this stuff. Don't worry about it. Well, it's about 67%, okay? So you make about $396 because, yeah, well, look at that. You only need 31 customers, just 31 customers over the next 52 weeks. Remember, we set this up as a 52-week, $12,000 campaign. Now, let's just pause for a moment. If I walked out there in Glens Falls or Carbondale or Racine or Madison this afternoon and said, hey, do you want to spend $12,000? You and I both know what's going to happen. They're not comfortable spending $12,000, and they're certainly not comfortable signing up for 52 weeks, right? But let's take the darn conversation away from price, and with their input, like we've just done here, they figure out, oh my gosh, I only need 31 customers over 50. That's only 2.5 a month. Putting that in perspective, remember up here, I don't think I moved that down. There's 1,500 households going to buy. All they need is 31. And so what I do is I share with them the repetition, the consistency. You're going to get a 2x7 twice a week. You're going to get 50,000 impressions on the website. You're going to get, an email. You're going to get, print and deliver, et cetera. At that level of consistency and repetition, do you think you're going to get at least 31 new households out of the 1,500? So many times they've said, well, that's a no-brainer. I said, well, let's get going. It's an extremely valuable tool today to help the business understand that, yes, they can, because it is in their best interest to be consistent. They want to be consistent. A business who advertises once is not doing themselves any good, nor you, because they're not going to get results, as you know, with one ad. It's kind of like a Russian roulette. Now what if a business is, I don't know if I'll get 31. I don't know. That's pouring your business out there, right? Look at this. You just click on the thumbs down and ask them, what do you think is the fewest number? It's not going to hurt my feelings. The fewest number of customers you're going to get, with a 2x7 once a week, 50,000 impressions on the website. What is the fewest number of customers out of the 1,500 we reach? Well, I think the fewest will be in the, it's cut it in half, it seems, 16, okay? 16 customers. Well, they just agreed to a $6,300 campaign. Their worst case results of 16 new customers times their own net customer value of $396. Simple math, 16 worst customers, 52 weeks, $396 customer value. Net customer value, I might add, is a $6,300 campaign. They just sold themselves. And so I would suggest very strongly that you guys practice a bit, with the break-even tool. It's all about getting their engagement. And so the one page gives you the ability to not only reinforce the opportunities that you had in the flyer, with the number of households for their business category, products and services. Oh my gosh, I can get more tire business, for instance, showing them how few customers they need. But then it also shows them how few customers they need for a very attractive return on investment. Remember, we set it up for 5-time return on their investment? They only need 50 customers to make 5 times their money. And then in the setup, we added some fear of missing out. So, like before I said, if they said, well, we don't need you, we have Facebook, look at this. 92% of our audience in the last 30 days has not responded to any business Facebook offer. 69% have not used Zillow to find local homes, okay? If you want to edit it in real time, remember you're there in person on your smartphone, you just click on the editing pen, it takes you once again right into the research. Well, I want to know about websites. Do you have anything on, Snap, for instance? Yeah, here it is right here. Great, fantastic, okay? Simple and as fast as that. It's totally empowering for you to be able to engage with the business in real time. So in summary, the one page gives you the ability to present a consistent long-term campaign showing them with their engagement how few customers they need, and that makes it much more comfortable, takes away the fear, the risk, the uncertainty. It'll significantly increase your closing ratio. Why? Because you're leading with opportunity. You're sharing with them your solution, as Ben said. And then number 3 is you're making it easy for them to say yes by taking away the fear and the risk. And so going back to the dashboard, if I might, click here. You can also access the closing tool right here. So if you're in the business and you're talking about a campaign or something, you just click on from the dashboard and it brings up a blank break-even tool for you that with the business you can
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yep.
Okay, good. Something happened, sorry. Okay, so back to the closing tool you can access right from the home page. And then I want to show you the training and certification. I would certainly encourage every single one of you to become Pulse certified. So click on Pulse training and certification here and click yes, you want to do the training. That'll set up the certification for you, okay? And then we'll click off here. And then when you come in, when you watch the video, and there's a short little 4 to 5 minute video for each one of the training steps. So you've got kind of an intro, what's working today, a little bit about where do the numbers come from. And then it goes through the sales steps and the features of your Pulse sales tools. And then you just indicate that you've done each one of the steps. So you've watched the video, you've done each one of the training assignments, and then you confirm. And this will then, going through each step, confirming as you see here that you watched the video and you did the hands-on for each one, will give you the Pulse certification. What's the benefit for you? As you can tell from this afternoon, the Pulse tools has a lot of depth. Nobody retains it all with just one kind of look-see. And so the Pulse training certification is for you. It's very simple, very fast to take you through the program with a little more, how should we say, depth, clarity, and reinforcement. And so in summary, I would strongly encourage you to become Pulse certified. And now back to the dashboard, if I might. The last thing I want to show you is the Pulse reporting, okay? So we'll click here on dashboard, okay? And every time you create a presentation, it'll automatically log it for you. So here's the one we created for Comstock Tire. And so at the bottom of your dashboard is a list of your presentations in chronological order, okay? And so you just come over to the right and you see where we created. And all you do is you indicated what you did in follow-up. I presented it. So you just click on present. And by the way, you can edit your presentation. You can mark it that you were not able to sell them, or yay, you mark it as sold, or you can delete your presentation. What's also cool about this is, by the way, you can do a bunch of presentations at the office. You've got them right here on your phone when you log in. And so you walk into a business like JT Auto Repair, you just click on flyer, literally as you're walking into the business, and there on your phone is the flyer to engage with the business. It's as simple as that, okay? And so now going back to the dashboard, sorry, I'm popping all over the place here. So back to the dashboard, coming back here, okay, we're gonna click on, in this case, on DiMaggio Sales and Service. We're gonna click here, and this time we're gonna mark it as sold. So you click on Mark as Sold, you put in the type of sale, new sale, renewal sale, or it might be split between renewal and new, okay? So it's a new sale, and let's say it's for $12,000, and then you just click on Set, okay? You want to record the presentation date? Yes. The presentation day is today, Tuesday, the 21st. Click on Set, and you get Pulse points. And now the other way, and this is important, that you get credit for your use and results in sales of your Pulse tools. You click up here on reporting, and right at your fingertips will be all of the presentations that you've created. And since I'm assuming you're going to do a lot of them, you can also search your presentations by business name. And then all you have to do is just once again, come over here to the navigation dots, click on, you can click it as engaged, as sold, as past, lead presentation. And once again, let's mark it as sold. You put in the date once again, today's the 21st. Okay, the type of sale, let's say it's a new sale and the dollar amount is $10,000. Okay, you set it, presentation date, 21st also. And so it's as simple as that. So two ways to record. One is reporting. Brings up all your presentations. On the right is your navigation. What did you do? By the way, there's a training piece in your Pulse training certification on reporting that goes over it a little slower and a little more detail. And the other obvious way is from your dashboard. All the presentations are right at the bottom, and you can just scroll through them, select a particular one, and then put in your specific success result follow-up. It's as simple as that. Now, one other quick thing I want to show you is we're here to support and help you. If there's anything we can do, just click here on contact, and it gives you our support email, support@pulseresearch.com, or our phone numbers. Once again, we've got training videos, the training program that you can read, that you can access. And so in summary, the Pulse team is extremely proud and honored to be here for you. This is your tool, your resource. This is your opportunity to help and assist your local businesses with information that they want, because they don't know. This is a very uncertain period. They desperately, they appreciate information specific and about the opportunity for their business category over the next 90 days. And will they advertise to get their share of it? Yes, absolutely. And so I want to again thank you for the opportunity. But remember, Pulse is the tip of the spear. Get their interest, get them salivating with what's in it for them. Then share with them your solution to reach, to start the conversation, to engage, and then show them how few customers they need. 1, 2, 3. And so in closing, thank you so much. And I'll turn it back over to Ben. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, John, this is Scott Maynor. Ben got called away on another call, but it was great. Thank you very much. I'm Scott Maynor. I'm in Madison as well, and I'm one of the sales managers here. And I just want to follow up, John, and kind of close out. This is a wonderful tool. Reps that use this here in Madison, as of today, have had success. We had a golf course. The gentleman used the Pulse information to get the golf course to advertise today, $2,500 bucks. So,
all right.
Thanks, John. Excellent work. You got to use this stuff. It's crucial for you and your career, but it's even more crucial because our clients need this stuff. So, thank you very much, John, for once again putting people through this. And if you have any questions, John is always available. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott, and thanks everybody. Have a good sales day.